Life will be hard. Nobody said it should be simple. Everyday life is difficult. Some of the time you just got to do it alone. What do you do? How would you live? How would we overcome it? You got to stand up. You got to get up. The way that you have picked was never intended to be simple. Certain individuals need it simple. Yet I challenge you to go the most difficult way possible. How would we manage the existence that has been given? How would we face the conditions that have been brought before us? Do we surrender? Do we stand up? Do we push through? Those are the inquiries that we pose to every single day when we are confronted with misfortune. Tough situations make extreme. Mass intense. Mass makes intense characters, yet you got to continue. So when it gets intense, you got to get harder while you're taking care of yourself. And the tempest is coming in, you actually got to stand. And some of the time you just got to remain solitary. Significance requires work, and difficult work is the way you get it. You don't surrender since it's hard. You don't surrender since it's trying. You don't abandon you. Let the difficult work start. So while you're remaining solitary, ensure you stand with a good nature, with an extraordinary attitude, since there's nobody like you. There's nothing that can stop you. Nobody can do the things that you do. Nobody can tolerate. Liking you do. You need to continue to go. You must be honest to who you are inside. It was never intended to be simple. Don't surrender. Let it all out. The inquiry is the way ravenous. Are you? How much are you able to give of yourself? Since it's actually at last dependent upon. You can't lounge around and sit around idly. You can't lounge around and verify that everything will turn out well for you, since it won't turn out well for you constantly. Yet I listen for a minute, assuming that you continue laying around with nothing to do. Time will keep on continuing regardless of you. Since you have proactively chosen to lay in your bed, since you were too drained to even think about getting up, it depends on you to have an effect so you can be a distinction producer. It depends on you to be an answer and not an issue that implies you became serious and you became willing and you became devoted. You got to go out on a limb. Applause. I comprehend it won't ever be simple. I comprehend that I got to work. I comprehend that occasionally I need to surrender, yet I won't surrender. So while you're lounging around, sulking around, faulting everyone for what you're not doing, think about the thing. No one will lounge around and sit tight for you to make the best decision for yourself, since it's everything dependent upon you. So get occupied, you are on your way. Achievement lacks the capacity to deal with your reasons. Achievement lacks the capacity to deal with your sluggishness. Achievement lacks the capacity to deal with the individual who would genuinely not like to change. See, I realize you are terrified, yet turn that trepidation and fire. We've all been there. We've all feared something. Yet don't surrender. You continue believing. You continue accepting. You continue to go. Hug the suck and continue to battle. It's okay that to flop, yet don't figure. You don't have the stuff. Don't question. Don't be embarrassed. Confidence in